gentlemen, Commissioner Goodell in the house. Special guest tonight, really excited about that. But before we get to that, we're going to talk about your Cougars. As I'm reading through some little reading here, you know, the Fantasy Football Bible, it's still available online. I read about, you know, how to be a champion like I was in '07 and like I'm going to do again this year. Brought to you by Johnson & Johnson. The Cougars are amongst the top again, once again. Chum looking good. Hawks are sucking and I'm loving it. The Bears, we'll see. Bone, But clearly the only one representing the family in the division is your favorite, Snoop Dizzle right here in the house. And I would like to bring on the show victim number 2 from the Cougars. He is 11 years old, the little guy, Keith Dizzle Lambert. Welcome to the show, Keith.
Hi. Woo!
Pleasure having you. 2010 champion in the house, first time ever. And man, oh man, are we off to a rocky start. 0-3. You might as well put a 1 in front of the 3 because it'll be 0-13 at this rate. What are your words?
Well, my dad's doing most of the things. Well, I should be really controlling this team.
He's an idiot.
He's been picking everybody I don't want, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, who takes Bradshaw in the first round?
Nobody.
Nobody. Your dad. Now, all these years, your dad, all these years of fantasy football, 4 straight playoff appearances by the Dizzles, 3 finals appearances, a championship in the books. You got, like, Brady numbers for fantasy football. You have Brady. I mean, is he on the farm? Are we dealing? Are we wheeling? Are we giving up? Are we looking into 2013? Or are we still thinking we're going to make a run here?
I think we're still trying to make a run here.
Not going to happen. This guy, delusional. So, you know, last year, the Bears started out 1-4, sold the farm, got lucky. You know, they went on to win. The year before, the Snorkelmen started off, I think, 1-3. They made the finals. I mean, I guess technically it could be done, but I think you're better off with this box of tissues right here. Why, I'm good. Sorry. You know, he's just another victim. You're next. Next week, Chum Fiesta in the primetime matchup. The Cougars going to take him down the whole division. I called it from the beginning. It's happening right before your eyes. My bench will beat your whole team next week. That's a fact.
Yeah, I think that's ever going to happen.
Going to happen. And let's go into your draft board, shall we? Yeah, wow, it was embarrassing all around. Like Hayward Bay, like, did you think he was, like, really going to do anything, like, ever? I mean, he ended up on a stretcher, kind of like the Lamb Dizzles ended up on a stretcher after dealing with the Cougars.
Well, I didn't really want him. My dad made that pick.
Well, he's a bonehead.
Yep.
So, you know, it's been a tough week. You know, you're an Eagles fan, stinking Vic. Phillies, they're stinking. Luckily, there isn't a hockey season. We don't have to deal with the stinking Flyers. But like I said, you know, Dizzles always been in the playoffs, so you have a down year, kind of like the Phillies. Have a down year, but you're always in the mix. You know, I mean, are you just going to give up on your dad altogether and rebuild? I mean, is that a possible route?
Yeah, probably.
That's a great idea right there. This kid is smart. Tell me about what you're thinking about 2013 on moving forward with the franchise.
I think I got a very good keeper next year.
A good keeper. Okay. Brady?
Nope.
MJD?
No.
Okay. Who?
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles. Keeper! Keeper alert! Nick Foles! That could be good. That could be true. But, you know, I mean, Vic's out all the time. He ain't got nothing. Excuse me. But, you know, is that definitely an option? Or, like, do you think about maybe bring Giano into the squad or something? Anybody's better than your dad. I mean, shit, he's embarrassing.
Yep. Nick Foles is going to score 40 a week.
40 a week. Nick Foles. You heard it from the kid. Nick Foles. I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll see. So, yeah. So, you know, might sell the farm. I don't know. Is Dad going to make these decisions? Or are you, like, what happens if you lose again next week and you drop to 0-4? I mean, look at what the Cougars did. You know, you got to realize when you get dealt a bad hand, you get rid of some guys, you get some picks, you have a chance next year, you get a couple early picks, you get rid of your good guys, but you still got to keep 2. I don't know. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna if we drop to 0-4, I'm gonna throw my dad out.
You just throw them out altogether. Just cut them out. Just it's not a bad move. It's a good move. So you know, what else? I mean, do you want to make any bold statements to the league on how this season's going to end, and will you make a playoff run, or are we just looking forward to 2013?
I think I'm going to make a playoff run, go win 10 straight games,
10 straight.
play the Hawks in the first round. I'm talking to you, Dave.
Ooh, the Hawks.
We're going to beat them the first week 200 to 74.
200 to 74.
Then 300 to 100.
And then 300 to 100. And you're going to win it all.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, that's feasible. But I didn't hear the Cougars mention that conversation when you were talking playoffs. And I know one guy you don't have to worry about in the playoffs, and that's the Boone Crushers. And playoffs, because he ain't making nothing. Bottom of the barrel. Typical Boone. You know, what's it like? I mean, you didn't play. Did you play Boone yet this year? I don't think so. And with that being said, I mean, that might be a win. True. There you have it, people. I mean, what more do you want? The kid, he's got it all. He's got the talent. He's got the look. I mean, he just got to get ready. You got to cut the fat.